Welcome in, everyone, as I am here now with today's player of the game, Kayla Schubert. Had 13 strikeouts, 5 innings pitched, gave up 2 hits, 4 walks, and only 1 earned run on the day in a 15-1 win over the Lakeside Dragons. First start today, got your first strikeouts of the season. First, a lot of things today. Talk to me about what was working in that circle today and what you were finding with yourself.
It was mostly about following Coach Becky because she knows the pitch as well and focusing on keeping everything smooth and running well and not trying to overdo absolutely anything.
When you go through that lineup the second time around, you were able to get a lot of strikeouts too, and it was that first time through the bottom of the lineup and second time through you got a lot of strikeouts as well. What were you doing to get yourself to be stronger throughout the game, and going through that lineup the second time, what were some of the adjustments that you were looking to make?
I was staying in making sure I was staying in my legs and speeding up my arm, not trying to overthrow. Yeah.
Keeping with these strikeouts too, it looked like you were keeping composed a few times. At one time, they had bases loaded too. When talking about that, and when you need those big strikeouts or just big outs too, when they got girls on base, they got across that first run. What do you kind of do to keep yourself composed and be able to face that next batter up when girls are on base?
I make sure I gather myself and I take a breath and I take a minute to recuperate and then I go back on and do what I know how to do.
You guys now with this win are 8-0 on the season, and it just seems like you guys have a lot of fun. Talk to me about just the experience of playing with this team and what it's been like this season, your senior season too, with this team.
It's incredible. We have a great environment here. I wouldn't want to play my last season with absolutely anybody else. Everybody always has each other's backs, whether it's hitting, pitching, in the field. We just are always constantly there for each other.
I mean, you've been pitching with some phenomenal names the last few years, from Lydia Spalding to Sydney Watts now, but you've been with this team for quite some time now. Talking about going into this season real quick, I just wanted to ask you, what were some of the things you did to try to make yourself more of a leadership role when you're asked to be more of a vocal leader and be that senior leader this year for the team?
It's just kind of keeping everyone's head up, after they have something go wrong in the field or at their at bat. It's just making sure that they do what they have to and make sure nobody's down on themselves.
Final question for you, and again, being one of the senior leaders on this team, how do you kind of take this win, enjoy it, but stay even as you guys got to focus for the next ones coming up just in a couple of days here?
We just make sure we are always constantly working, putting in the work, whether it's in the weight room, on the field, in the on the mound, in the batter's box, constantly putting in the work.
There might have been snow in the air, but there was ice in the veins of Kayla Schubert today as she struck out 13 in a 5-inning performance. A 1-run game against the Lakeside Dragons helped Fitch go to 8-0 on the season. Schubert is your player of the game. Thank you so much.
Thank you.